Okay, everyone, welcome to another beautiful evening with us on Live with Lloyd. I'm your host, astronumerologist Lloyd Strayhorn. As you see, I have a very distinguished guest, a brother in many respects, Brother King Simon. There's going to be some other things that's going to be happening later on where we're going to be bringing other guests on to celebrate 33 years in,
30,
actually,
30 years.
30 years. Okay, I got excited. Anyway, Um, before I begin, I hope y'all can see me. The last couple of days, y'all can see everything else. If y'all can see me, just say yes. That's all I need to know. Good, very good, very good. So let me start with today's forecast. Okay. Um, Today is Wednesday. It is November the 12th of 2025. The sun is in Scorpio and it only went into Virgo less than 2.5 hours ago. Mercury is definitely retrograde, no question about it. It's 11 universal month on this 11th November month day. It's a 4 universal week, a 5 universal day. So those are the Gemini, Virgo, or if you're born on the 5th, 14th, or 23rd of the month, well, this is your time. Um, some of the sponsors that are brought to you by Recept. This is the AI service that allows you to kind of like get into um, receptions that you need if you're setting up a business. Also, um, Melinda Valentine's numeroletics.net, and that is her newest website to go to. Also, because we are still in the water period, um, please pick up a copy of the book. It's kind of like information and a journal combined. Also, Uchenna, who is his book is now published in ebook, hard book. He's got a companion journal to go with it too. Nicholas Brooklyn, of course, um, at 1396 Fulton Street. And in fact, that is the point on Friday, though. Excuse me. Yes, Friday, 14th. They're going to have this event there, but on actually the 15th and the 16th, Saturday and Sunday, they're going to have King Simon. Now, where did my buddy go? He was just here. Okay. And also, Miss Kimberly's Manifest on Purpose. You can purchase a book. Okay, he's back. Okay. Manifest, when you get purchase a book, just write a review, take a screenshot, send it to her along with your business name and incorporation date, and she will send you a report. And for the ebook, she also has a companion book to go with it too. All righty. And also Jazz Aphrodite with her audiobook Manifest on Purpose. All righty. So since I can't go any further than that, I might as well bring on my guest, my main. Oops, there we go. Okay, hope. There we go. Hope.
You're good.
There we
Hey,
go.
hey,
All right.
what's up, Lloyd? What's up, Lloyd? Big up to Jazz. I ran into Jazz in Brooklyn. Big up to Jazz the other day. I ran into Jazz, man. I was walking, trying to go to the post office and get some stuff doing with money orders.
Yeah,
And
she has a nice aura about it. She has a nice energy. She's no joke.
she don't live too far from my mother, so that's why I was like,
Oh,
okay.
really?
Yeah, I was walking. I actually was walking. So when I walked in and then ran, I was walking towards the damn direction thing was that GPS was guiding me one way, and I walked the other way. And I ran at Jazz, looked at me, I looked at her, hey, what's up, Jazz? Is that sign? And she took me to where the post office was, and I got my money orders and stuff. Because I had to be around that area, and then I remember the area, and then I walked to Chase Manhattan Bank, and that was good. So if I didn't run into, I would have been taking a whole nother route. This darn GPS was taking me all over the place. This retrograde was something else.
No, with retrograde, it could have been anywhere, you know?
Exactly. How you feeling, Lloyd?
I'm feeling fine, thank you.
Good,
You look great. Tell us
man.
about this event coming up on Saturday and Sunday.
Brother, this is family. And if people take a snapshot of this flyer while he got it up, you can bring this flyer to the door and get a discount from the door price. If you want to come to the event to see either the 15th or the 16th, you bring this flyer, take a snapshot, show the flyer at the door, and you'll get a $4 discount at the door. And young people are free until 17, from 0 to 17. Yourself, Sister Kafunya will be doing the Sound Bowl healing opening. So y'all want to get there early. On Saturday, it's 5 to 9 p.m. We start around 6 o'clock, 6:30. On Sunday, we start 4 p.m. The doors open at 4. We start around 4:30, 5 o'clock. But Lloyd is coming on the 16th, but we got the 15th and the 16th. So there's going to be various different people. We got Kafunya will be there both days. Lloyd is going to be there on the 16th. Joshua Sarah will be there both days. Paris Williams, I believe she's coming on both days or the first day. Mama Ella is coming on both days. And I believe Black Dot is coming on the Saturday. And then I got special guests that are going to be passing through just to show love. I'm going to have an interview type setting, but then I'm going to let people do their thing for 10 minutes to keep things rolling. But I'm going to interview them in front of the camera on the live stream. So those who want to get a live stream, they could actually go to my link tree that you'll share in the chat, the link tree / King Simon, the Numerator. They can actually get the live stream or get the event tickets, the early bird event tickets at $33. More at the door. But if you show this flyer, you get $4 off at the door. And this is about my 30th celebration. It's been a generation since professionally doing promotion. I've been doing promotion since I was 12 years of age. However, I started in 1995 professionally, started at Palladium and SOB's nightclub down there in Manhattan. I started right there professionally. But before that, I was doing it for little things, man, little parties, little family parties, little friend parties for different organizations. I was doing promotion from the Ansar community on Bushwick. I've done promotion for the 5% Nation. I've done promotion for the Nation of Islam. And then after I left the Nation in 95, 96, around 95, 96, that's when I started professionally, got hired at SOB's, was an intern first. And then they seen...
But you worked there for a number of years. It wasn't Kafunya there too?
Kafunya was there before me, and then I took her place. So yeah, so that was the deal. So me and Kafunya know each other for a while, because she was going on a management thing, because she was working with artists and then going on her healing journey. And then when I came back to this community, I ran into Kafunya again.
Small world. Because how long have we been knowing each other? Because we've been knowing each other from radio days.
Since 88, 89, yeah, when I first got that thing on radio with you, I was on Gary Bird's show. When you first, that was like I said at the Billy Carson Award show, that was the catalyst that made me continue to move on. Because I was studying numbers, but from the 5% Nation, from the Ansar Allah community. I was studying in the Nation of Islam. You do get the mathematics and all that. But when it came to what you presented, and I tell people, I didn't even have your book first. I had Helen Hitchcock's book first.
Oh, yes.
I had her book first, to tell you the truth. When I found out that you was a melanated man, I said, black man. I said, oh, wait a goddamn minute.
A lot of people have often told me that when they found out I am who I am, it made all the difference in the world.
That's what made me come right towards you and just studied what you were doing and watching and listening to you constantly on LIB, BLS. And you had a whole show there for like 20 years. So, I remember all of that. I was on WWRL, brought you on my show, and that's what, we had a lot of good times, man. Bob Law was my boss at that time, program director.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
he was everybody's boss at the
station. Yeah, because everybody knew him, Nightline and all that kind of stuff. Queen of Four, he brought on back first time on radio. And, back in the day, you was doing Apollo Theater, and I was promoting then. I was promoting events then. So I remember I was in the clubs. A lot of people don't realize that we are natural promoters. That's why in my book, my first book that came out, this is the manuscript that I found in my mother's house. Still since I'm here in New York, the manuscript, and like how you like to print it out in big paper. I learned that from you too. Print it out on big paper. You and Dr. Africa print it out on big paper and then go through it and do that. So the manuscript is right here before even the preface and all of that. This manuscript, no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. And of course, that was that was a quote coined by one of our legendary broadcasters, Frankie Crocker, and I gave him honors in the book for saying that. No promotion is
Frankie
bad.
Crocker did a lot for me too.
Yes, just spell my name right. You know,
But you know what's interesting?
Uh-huh.
When I tell people, Simon, and you can bear witness to this, that I was on the stage of the Apollo 4 days a week for about 2 years.
Yes, sir.
People say, get out of here. But
yes, he was. And people was there. Yeah, I mean, you had people coming there to sing, coming up to line up to the microphone to ask questions. We was there, you know. Sister Shahrazad Ali was there. Everybody was there. Phil Baltime, Queen of Fua, Dr. Ben.
I had Dr. Ben, Tony Brown, Tony Brown's Journal. It was like very interesting.
And during those times, I was promoting then. So I was promoting on the streets or giving out something and always promoting, you know, not really on and off on radio, but really just giving out and trying to get butts on the seats, you know, butts in the seats. We had to get butts in the seat because I was still in between club life, stage show, world music, and consciousness at the same time. So I was there doing a juggling act all the time in this promotional game. And that's what my book, if you go on Amazon, it's on my book, but you also go to my link tree that you're going to post up there. All my books are on there. The final copy, the final release was done by our late brother, Dr. Laila Africa, and his wife.
Yeah.
And that was the final release. No promotion is bad promotion.
He published our books.
He published our books, him and his wife. Yeah. So it was that was important to me, and I got all your pictures in the book. I got all of your pictures in the book. Everybody's pictures, and you know, I got a whole photo glossary in the back.
Like, who didn't you meet? You know,
this is Shabba Ranks. People don't know this is Shabba and his son when he was younger. I got Shabba in there. I got Beanie Man, the reggae artist. I got Malik Yoba in here. I got pictures of producing shows for Malik Yoba at SOBs back in the day. And I did Luciano, the great reggae artist, is in there. And Ian the Goose from WLIB, WBLS is in there. You know, I got a whole, the Marley, the people I work with, the Marley family, Bob Marley's family.
Yeah.
I work with all of them. Rita Marley, I worked with them before she got sick and all of that. So, you know, I've been this journey, man. There's Malik Yoba. Malik Yoba's on the stage right there.
Yeah.
That's me right there. That's Malik Yoba. I
remember when I met Shabba Ranks on WLIB.
and matter of fact, here's Isaac Hayes. Me and Isaac Hayes, while I was promoting, I was with Isaac Hayes right there. That's me and Isaac. That's me and the first Latin reggaeton artist, El General, and my boy Lloydie Stiff. We was together. And matter of fact, you remember Monteria Ivy?
Yep.
The great Monteria Ivy, comedian from Snaps and Uptown Comedy Club. I have him. I have a lot of people in the book telling people about my history. Right there it is on WWRL. That's a report, that a write-up that they did on the Daily News of me back in the day. So I've been doing it for a long time.
Your history definitely goes a long way.
There's Frankie Crocker right there. I told you I acknowledge my brother Frankie Crocker. That's Frankie, the chief rocker, Frankie Crocker.
Yeah,
right
he did
there.
a lot for me too.
He did a lot, man. And
he really just, and a legend in every sense of the word. So
it was, yes. We used to listen to him while I'm doing my homework. My cousin used to play him on radio from 4 to 8 p.m. every day. You remember he had that afternoon show before the Quiet Storm came on, you know?
Yeah, with Vaughn Harper.
With Vaughn Harper, the late, great Vaughn. I've been to Vaughn's house and everything. So, man, there's so much, man, that we've done in this business. And I tell people, if you're going to be a promoter, and you're promoting your business, now is a new wave. Of course, you might not need to do posters and flyers depending on what you're doing, but this time we're on computers. We in the technological world. We in the tipping the age of Aquarius. So it's very important that if you're gonna do what you got to do, just do it, and make sure you put your all in. I did it because of not the money; it was because of the love. The owner of SOBs is right here, Larry Gold. He's right here with me. We was at the Roxy Club nightclub doing a show, and sometimes, you know, when you're stepping into these venues, a lot of the venues nowadays, they don't, you know, they're just there to make their money. And it's important that you have enough wherewithal to go out there and put butts in the seat by any and all means legally necessary. Because I also did a documentary behind it also. I used to ride my bike and ride miles and have flyers coming out of my pockets, hitting up cars while I'm riding my bike. While I'm riding the bike, I'm hitting cars and riding to the point that the bikers used to see me on the road and say, "Yo, Cat, you're fabulous, white guys. How the hell you doing that?" And I'm moving with them at the same speed. We moving. I'm hitting cars and hitting corners of cars and hitting corners. So I have a whole documentary on my YouTube channel on No Promotion is Bad Promotion with King Simon. It's a whole.
Before we bring on Brother Joshua,
Joshua's in the building. That's one of the speakers.
Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
From all of that promotion, what led you to go into the world of numerology, publish books on the subject? I think it's the most amazing thing. Well, and not only that, but of the top 100 books of numerology books of all times, our books are in there. I got 2 of mine. You got 1 of yours in there. And I mean,
we haven't even looked at it since. When did you find that out? 5 years ago? That's what you.
Yeah. I was on something on, on Google or whatever, and it said the best 100 best-selling books of all time in order.
Yes.
So even if there were only the top 50, we would have made that list.
Yeah, I made it to number 30. I remember that. You was number 8. I remember you was number 8.
Yeah, I was number 8. So it was just, it's just nice to show the body of work we've done.
And in the book, I talk about where my promotional prowess comes from through the numbers, because I have a lot of 5s. My year I was born was a 5. Matter of fact, the year that I was born, my father opened up a nightclub the year I was born, which is a 5 year. 1967 is a 5 year. So it's important, that we recognize that even in your name and your birthday, you'll find that these gifts and talents and skills are found in your birthday to enjoy people. And then, of course, us being Aquarius, as I know, Lloyd, that it's about humanitarian. So I always love to see people enjoy themselves, whether it was I had a pajama party, whether I had a strip show, whether I have swing parties, whatever I did, I made sure we had a good time. I had various clubs. I've done various pool parties. I've done all.
I was in attendance to some of them.
Yes, when you was younger, yes, sir. and I tell people, and I tell, the only thing I never did is a gay party, so I ain't do that.
Who's perfect?
That wasn't my promotion. I have nothing against them, but that was not my promotion. But I had parties. I mean, I know a lot of the major players now that are big in whatever they're doing. A lot of major radio persons. We know a lot of them. We knew a lot of people that came through. All the nightclubs, we still knew a few people back in those days, especially in the 90s. I knew all the nightclub owners, all the bartenders in different nightclubs knew me. They knew I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, because coming out of the nation and all of that, I just kept my mind right, but knew how to mentally enjoy myself with the audience.
Yeah, you don't have to get booted to enjoy yourself.
Nah, and I was an MC. I was an MC. I would tell the bartenders to put my water or my ginger ale with a cherry in there to make it look like I'm drinking, and let me just enjoy and show them that I'm with them in whatever they're doing. But I got the cherry on top to show them, like, oh yeah, I'm drinking something. But
now, listen, we can go further, but you brought on stage that I'm going to introduce a gentleman that I have never had the pleasure of meeting. His name is Brother Joshua. Brother Joshua, how are you, sir?
Peace, brother Lloyd. What you mean we never met, brother? We've been at Nicholas.
See, that's it. Not I got it.
Got to put the face with the name. Put the face.
Yeah. How you doing, buddy?
He forgot.
I'm full of life, brother. I'm full of life and thankful, man. How about yourself?
Fine. You're going to be at the event both Saturday and or Sunday, or which one?
Yeah, I plan on being at both. I'm definitely presenting on Saturday, and I'll be there Sunday as well. Just don't know if I'm presenting.
If he wants to, he welcome. Everybody's getting a good 10 to 15 minutes, because there's gonna be a lot passing through. But like I said, I'm gonna have a nice little interview setting and find out what they do, and because I'm always about promoting people. I've been about that.
Yes, you have.
All my life.
You did a lot to promote me. That's
Yes,
how I
sir.
got to Nicholas Brooklyn when they were at the other location.
Yes, sir. Downtown Brooklyn. That's right. We was and Joshua came through a flyer, I believe. Man, that's how Tito. Big up to Tito, my brother Tito. He now lives, I think, in Baltimore, Washington. Now, big up to him. And it just shows you the power of promotion, because you was on a flyer that Tito produced, and they didn't even know you. They just snatched your picture out of nowhere.
They found my picture on Google.
Exactly, out of nowhere, and there's no promotion is bad promotion. And look at that, you end up hosting for a certain amount of time.
And to that point, a lot of people, when that first happened, and I kind of shared that online, I was like, yo, look at this. Like, this place in New York is using my picture, and I'm in Florida. And a lot of people hit me up and was like, well, are you going to sue? Are you mad? Are you angry? I'm like, for what? Like, what? No, like, I'm popping in New York right now. They don't even
Hey, no promotion is bad promotion. Okay.
Exactly.
Yes, and this brother's also an excellent author himself, a mathematician. He don't call him a mathematician. He calls himself a mathematician, and he definitely teaches mathematics for young people. Make it fun to know math, because a lot of people are afraid of math, just like they're afraid of numerology sometimes. Because we use math.
Because I've seen him speak, and he has one of the things is his ability to articulate numbers, which has always been something that we have been kind of like comfortable with, yet numbers come from us.
Right, exactly.
But Joshua, how did you go down this path to then do what you do, to talk about numbers, to ease people into learning how to look at it in a whole different way?
For me, I got into talking about numbers because my life is oriented around spirit. And so when I went through my spiritual transition and my spiritual awakening, I was seeing mathematical principles, like, just in my imagination. Like, I was getting the visions of math that I was just understanding without being taught. So I was having understanding happening about math. And then when I went to, in fact, at King Simon's events, a lot of times I would be giving lectures on spiritual technology.
Yes, sir.
And I say spiritual technology because I don't want people to think we just talking superstition and just bogus stuff. I'm like, no, there's technology here. There's science, there's math. And so I was always putting the math behind spiritual things. Like, if I tell you anything about spirituality, I want to back it up with the mathematics. And the more I did that, the more people started asking if I have a math book available, because they liked the way I was expressing math. And the ancestors was in my ears, like, hey, yo, I need you to drop a math book for the people. And when the people kept asking for it, I was like, all right, let me see if I can show up and do this. And that's what happened. I set out to write a book for adults, but I realized that we've been taught math so wrong that I had to start at the very bottom and work my way up. So essentially, it's like I'm making books for children, just because you have to start at the bottom. But I always call them community books, because when the adults read them, they're like, yo, I didn't know this. Like, I'm learning so much trying to teach my child from your book, but I'm learning. I didn't even know this. And there are times people will call me up and be like, hey, I don't know what to do with this book. I don't understand it myself. And I'm like, okay, let's talk about it. But the idea that I realized is that math has been given to us as the symbols, these symbols. And if you don't understand the symbols that we write on paper, we think we don't know math. But I started to realize that math is just what we do as a part of living. And, it first started coming to me thinking about the cycles in our bodies, like we're breathing. And so we count our breath per minute, and we can change our breath in order to, breathing techniques, meditation. We can change our consciousness and our state of frequency just through breathing. So that's a technology we have, right? But then I was looking at all these cycles that we go through, birth and death cycles, the women's monthly cycle, our 7-year cycles, the cycles the different organs go through, the heartbeat. And I'm like, yo, we do a lot of math. And the more I thought about it, I just kept realizing, like, hey, yo, math is the first thing we ever
Everything
did.
is math.
Right.
Everything.
Everything is math.
So when your parents got together, right, they did some add, subtracted from himself and added to mom, right?
Exactly.
And then those the two sex cells merged into one, right? So these two things became one. But once you got that one zygote, that one cell, what does it do? It divides in order to multiply. It divides and multiplies. It divides and multiplies in a very specific binary sequence, which is the same thing that oracles like the I Ching and Ifa are based on. The same thing our computers and phones that we're using. So this same binary system that we come through as just a basic blueprint of our life in both directions, because you as a zygote go 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. But you as an individual, if you look at your ancestry, there's one of you, 2 parents, 4 grandparents, 8 great grandparents. So
And
when
so
you
on.
look at it,
Yeah.
the moment you're born, like the moment you're conceived, you are the event horizon between the future and the past. You are the connectivity, the 0 point between the binary in that direction to infinity and the binary in that direction to infinity. We are each the middle of infinity. You know what I mean? So when I start looking at it like this, I'm like, this is a great way to teach math to people so they don't think it's this boring thing that they can't do. If you can sit up, your muscles are doing math. If you can speak, your vocal cords are vibrating, and you know how to actually shape the sounds themselves to create certain words. That's all math we're doing. So even the fact that we say stuff like, I feel the vibe is off, right? We're talking about we're
the
feeling
frequency.
vibrations in the air, and we can qualify them like I don't like it or I do like it. Just like you could feel if it's hot or cold in a room, and you know if you like hot or cold. And so I start thinking about it like this is an actual sense that we have. Like we call it the sixth sense, but because I realized we have been doing this since the moment we're conceived, I realized this is actually the first sense that we have. Which is why I named my book, Math is the First Sense. And so once you start to realize that actually we do math or we don't exist, then that takes away the ability of somebody to say, I'm not good at math, because you can digest, right? Well, that takes your body figuring out what you just ate and applying the right amount of acid, you know what I mean, in order to break it down. And then
There's
right
a science to everything.
It's
now,
all math.
Is your book going to be available on Sunday?
I will bring some copies, absolutely.
Please
I got to go to 48 books.
48-hour
Simon,
books. What about you, buddy? You gonna have some books on Sunday, Saturday, Sunday?
I will have them. Yep.
Well, save one for me because I want to have you as a guest on the show.
I got you.
Because
to do that.
Historically, in our education, we've always been weakest in math, which we need to build, and English, which we need to communicate. It's no accident. Those, if nothing else, those have been the 2 common challenges with Black students going through this educational system.
That's so intentionally. I mean, I look at it like this. Math is our power to solve, right? Like when you do a math problem, they call it the solution. Like, what's the solution? So if they take away our ability to do math, they're taking away our ability to solve our own problems. So we always got to outsource. We always got to hire somebody, ask some chat GPT to solve our problems because we don't know the math anymore. A couple of days ago, I even started thinking that what we call common sense is just math. And when we say people don't have common sense anymore, it's because we're not learning math anymore. We don't know how to do math. And my basic definition of math is relationships. I always tell my students, math is all about relationships.
Yep.
Now, when you say that, what do you mean specifically?
So good at math.
So when you say that, what do you mean when you say it's about relationships?
So I'm going to put it in 2 different ways: the classroom and the earth, the real life. So in the classroom, we have 4 operators: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And those are relationships, right? So I'm looking at it like there's me and there's King Simon, right? If I walk into a room by myself, maybe people see me and they get an energy. If King Simon walks in by himself, they get an energy. But when we walk in together, there's a combined energy that's not there when it's just me or you. So the relationship dynamic of us walking in together, right, is a whole, it's a thing that's happening. Our energies are combined. There's a relationship between them. It's clearly different from if we're separate. Right. So every time, and to that same point, if you always see me showing up with my children, and then one day they're subtracted, they're not there, that relationship is missing, you're going to look at me differently. Where are the children? Where are the babies?
Yeah, what's going on?
You got questions now. So we're always doing this math of relationships. How far away is a thing to me? How close and how far? That's a relationship idea, right? It's something bigger than me or smaller than me, greater than, less than. We're talking about relationships. How close or how far? And then if we get into real life, we already talked about the idea of 2 adults getting together to make a child. That's math. They just multiplied, right? So you can't do that without the relationship, the connectivity between these 2 people. So when you really start thinking about everything that we measure, like even if you think about what we call temperature, we have a 0, and then we go up and down from that. We call it negative or positive, but we got Celsius and we've got Fahrenheit, which are 2 different systems. And their 0 is not the, 32 over here is where water freezes and 0 over here. Do you think water cares what we call it? No, it always freezes at the same
It goes by
Temperature, the same
universal principle.
vibration, right? But
Yeah.
we call it according to certain things. So the Celsius is based on the freezing point of water. That's a relationship to water. That's where we get our whole temperature scale from. And Fahrenheit is not the same way. So when you think about even our measuring systems, they're based on our relationship to something. Like we, even calling something a foot long, octopuses don't have feet. So do they measure in feet? You see what I'm
They
saying?
got
Like
tentacles.
the way we talk is based on our perspective. It's our relationship to things. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like sometimes I'll see, like they've got the 3-eye atlas thing they talk about, right? The comet that's coming through.
Right.
And they said it's moving at about 137 miles per hour. And I said, do the aliens measure in miles? Or do they measure
how
in
do they
kilometers?
know?
Do they, you know what I mean? So I'm like, we're so used to saying things from our own perspective, it's hard to realize we're actually talking about our relationship to it, right? Because our relationship to the sun as melanin people is not the same as an albino person. But the sun is the sun. It is going to do what it's going to do. But our relationship to it, that's the math. That's what comes into, what am I going to do about this? Do I need to put on some sunscreen? Do I need an umbrella? Do I need to go underground? Or do I need to bask in it and absorb as much? That's a relationship thing. And that's all based
I
on
want
the
to
math.
ask
How
you
much
two
can you
gentlemen
digest?
one thing.
Mhm.
Let's say we woke up and we were in a world without numbers. I tell people you can't do anything without numbers.
That's an interesting
When
concept.
you think about it,
Absolutely.
if
So look,
numbers
this is what
did
I would
not
say.
exist,
This is what I would say to even drive the point further home for people. Numerals and numbers are not the same, right? Like numerals are things we write down to talk about the numbers, right? So we can't do anything without numbers because numbers are the building blocks of the universe, right? Like one is a thing that the universe does. Like there's one sun, I've got one brain, I've got one nose. I didn't make up one. One just exists. I didn't make up two. I was born with two. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But I don't need a numeral to see I have 2 eyes or 2 nostrils or 2 hands. I don't need the numerals. I can see the 2 right here. You see what I'm saying? So I think for people to understand that 2 is not the numeral, but the concept of duality, that 1 is not this numeral 1, but the concept of unity. Once you start to understand that these numbers are universal principles, not things we write on paper, now you're starting to grasp why we need the math, why we need to understand what numbers are. That's the superpowers that our ancestors had, that they've intentionally made sure we don't reactivate by the way that they teach math, is this very flat and confusing and disconnected thing, you know?
Well, when I have you on, which I will, can you teach adults techniques so they can maybe, because I know you said you wrote a book about for children.
A few books.
But that's why I asked you, you're going to bring some books. But more importantly, for us adults who, this is why we don't know how to budget. I mean, there's so many things that having lack of knowledge with mathematics is why I think our community suffers so bad.
True.
And
I know that's why.
And we got to remember also that, you know, numbers are symbols. So we really can't do without symbolism, because symbolism is what teaches us. When you go to the Dogon, they have symbolism. When you go to the Sankofa, that's symbolism. When you go to any of those are symbolisms that has particular mathematical patterns around it that you can, now you start realizing what we need, what is actually what you can't do without. You know what I'm saying? Well, because it is symbols, you know, and that's and we created what we wanted, because you look at the Arabic numerals, you look at the Roman numerals, you start seeing the different nuances, but they're basing it off of symbols that they've already seen and translating it into numbers, you know. And that's why you think Josh, don't tell them too much, because you're gonna be teaching this weekend.
You see, it's almost like I'm interviewing him already. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a sprinkle. We can get so deep with this.
Yeah, because I was the worst math student, Joshua. If somebody says, Lloyd, one day you would make your living dealing with numbers, I'd have said, yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I got a lot of low grades in math. That was. But yet I was always intrigued with it.
Right.
What's interesting, I realized I had a knack for math in 10th grade geometry, where I accidentally wrote a theorem to answer my homework. I was doing geometry homework and I wrote a theorem accidentally. Didn't even know I did it until the next day when the teacher was like, I don't know what this is. Like, it's not in the book. I've never seen this before, but I spent all night trying to prove it wrong and I couldn't. So you got it right.
That's right.
And, you know, I was like, cool. Got an A, moving on. And then years later, I was like, wait a minute. I wrote a theorem. Why didn't we make a big deal about that? And that's another reason why I started working with our families, because it was like, we got a lot of math geniuses in our collective that are not being put into the right spaces and being given the right tools and resources to actually develop that. Because, you know,
I seen that demonstrated. There was one thing I was watching on the internet, this young African girl, by the time the guy finished, before he could even finish asking the math question, she was giving the answer.
I saw that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was so impressive.
Yes.
You know, and I think if she paused 2 or 3 seconds, that was it.
That was it.
Right.
Yep. And I think we got somebody else backstage. How many people? You see anybody else backstage? I think they say they're here.
Nope. Just us 3 so far.
Just us 3? Okay, so she says she's here, but I'm wondering where is she at, you know.
Well, when she is, I'll bring her to the stage. There's no question.
Let me make sure. Go ahead.
So, so numbers are part and parcel of everything we do. We take it for granted. Now, how do we apply it? Don't give out your PIN number. Don't give out your cell number. Don't give out your social security number. You know what I'm saying? Everything now is your bank account number, whatever it is. You know, how do you find? And I used to jokingly say, if you met the most gorgeous woman in the world and you want to get to know and get her number, she says, well, just dial any number. Well, brother, you be calling numbers from here to the moon. But if you get the right 10 numbers in the right order, you get the right person you're looking for. So these are little practical things I try to show the importance of numbers and trying to understand them. Because I was not the best math student on the planet, for sure.
Exactly.
Oh, I think Kafunya is joining us.
Yes. Joshua, man, thank you so much for coming up, man, and spreading love. I'll see you this weekend, man. We're going to have a good time.
Saturday, Sunday. And please, for those of you, please make sure you'll get this brother's book.
Yes, anything, or get his contact, because he also
hold a couple of books for me. I'm going to get some.
He also tutors students too. So if you want to get tutoring and all of that, he does that online, offline.
I'm going to find all that when I have him on the show.
Yeah, if you got grandchildren, you can tutor them.
All that. I appreciate both of y'all, brothers. Y'all are some of the great leaders in our spaces, and I really appreciate the invitation.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you, Joshua. I love you, man. Love you, brother. Love you, brother.
Take care, buddy.
Peace.
All right.
It's Kafunya Star.
Hey, listen, I'm in a lift. I just came from Whole Foods picking up a few things, you know?
Yes.
So I said, let me jump on. I got a good signal. So how's everyone? Hey, Joshua. Hey, everybody. Glad to be here.
Thank you, thank you for coming on. Kafunya will be doing the Sound Bowl.
Yes.
And so we're going to be opening up those days. So get ready for that. But Joshua's going to be there. Kafunya's going to be there. And of course, how special that is, because Kafunya is the one that when I started professionally at SOB, she was phasing out of SOBs, going into something, reinventing herself, going into something else. So
yes, managing Midnight.
Yes,
managing from St. Croix. Yeah.
St. Croix. Big up to Midnight. Yes.
Yes. So I'll be bringing my alchemy bowls with me to uplift the frequency of the whole store and beyond. And Brother Hanky is going to accompany me with the flute. So we're going to be taking it all the way
Did you say he's going to be accompanying you with the flute?
Yes, he plays the flute.
So does Lloyd. What are you talking about? So does Lloyd.
Yeah, he what happens is that Uncle Hanky can play the flute, and the flute gets us in a opening type of vibration to receive the energy of the singing bowls.
Oh my God, Lloyd Strayhorn plays the flute, ma'am.
Hey,
all right, well, Lloyd, I want you to accompany me too, please.
No, Simon, I need to ask a question of this. The person says, where can they purchase Brother Joshua's books? Are they available at Nicholas Brooklyn?
Let me send you in the private link what it is. His website is Joshua Sarah, SARA.com, just in case. I'll send it to you in the private link right now. It's in the
Okay.
private link. I sent you to the private. That's his website direct
Yes.
to get the books. Okay, that's where it is. Yeah.
So Lloyd, you better bring your flute, please.
Lloyd used to bring his flute to Dr. Africa's house. Stop playing.
I did.
Oh,
True.
please. Would
True.
you do that? Would you do that?
No guarantee, but we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay. So I had the opportunity to do a very big event at the Mayafa in East New York. It was a big thing. It had over 100 people there, and they just fell in love with the sound frequencies of the sound bowls because it really takes you there. It really uplifts your mind, body, and spirit. So whatever you're thinking about on this celebratory day, it will just manifest itself. And we're in that year of manifestation. We just had an 11/11 portal yesterday. So get ready and get set because I'll be there with my crystals. I'll be there with my singing bowls. And I'm thinking the first 25 or the first 15 people that come, I'm going to gift them with a crystal necklace.
Well, on the 15th, the first 15 people. On the 16th, the first 16 people. That's what you do. Keep it simple.
Well, I know this. Over and above bowls.
Well, thank you, King Simon.
over and above the bowls, I know this. You are an expert in crystals too. But I got to bring on another beautiful.
Bring on another guest. Kafunya
I was going to say I was going to bring on another beautiful jewel, which is Abundance Child.
Abundance.
How you doing?
Hey.
I think the last time I saw her physically, we was in Delaware, I think.
At Drop Squad. That's right.
Drop Squad.
Drop Squad.
Yes.
I got Bruce Lee. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait a minute. I can't wait to taste her food because I was just recently there not too long ago.
You were?
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, you brought you were there with a few people from
Yes.
after the Marley Festival.
That's right. That was amazing. Well, you can make a left.
I have one more jewel to come to the stage, and that's Mama Ella.
Mama Ella's in the building too.
Oh my God.
I'm
My God. Right here on the corner is good. Yeah.
Greetings, everyone.
Greetings, Mama Ella.
Peace to you all.
Yes.
Happy Scorpio season.
Whoa.
How's it been going for you all during this time?
It's been great.
Lloyd.
Fine. Now, I will ask Mama Ella and Abundance Child, are you two ladies going to be in attendance both Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah.
Not Sunday, but Saturday.
Saturday. Okay. What about you, Abundance Child?
I'm the keynote speaker on Saturday.
Yeah, and she's providing the food for both days.
Woo!
Okay. I'm coming Sunday.
That's what's up.
I love it.
Kafunya, you look like you're moving, but thank you so much for coming on, Kafunya.
Oh, you're kicking me out already?
I didn't.
No, I thought you were out of the.
A lot of noise in the background. A lot of noise in the background there. So.
Oh, I'll put myself on mute.
Okay. Yeah. So we got Abundance Child that popped in right before Mama Ella. Now, Abundance Child, you're keynoting on the Saturday, man, and you got that food that you're bringing in. What's going on? Tell the people about the food. Drop Squad Kitchen.
So I'm going to be making V ribs because I know that a lot of people in that area don't get that, and it's something that since I became vegan, I just feel like a lot of people haven't got it right. So my V rib have the yucca bone in it. To go with that, I'm making some jollof rice. I'm also making wild rice for people who, the alkaline. I'm also making stewed chickpeas, like, how we used to eat brown stewed chicken. Yeah. So I'm going to make some stewed chickpeas to go with the wild rice. I'm going to make some pickles. So that's a nice cooling thing that will go well with the ribs. I'm also going to make purple cabbage, but steam it. So that'll go good with the stewed chickpeas and the wild rice. And finally, I'm going to be making some cornbread muffins instead of just bread because it'll be nice and brown on every single, section, and it'll be nice and even. So that's what I'm making.
Well,
Man.
it sounds like people need to get there early, you know?
Yeah, it better. And also, I know you're going to be speaking. So what is your topic going to be like on Saturday? What's your topic is?
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. I like that. That's right. Make it make sense. Oh boy.
Because I'm just a little bit because at the end of the day, I think the only thing that we have certainty is death. That's the only thing that has certainty. That's the only thing that's guaranteed. That's the only thing that's the reality. So we got to make religion make sense. We got to make this need to be unapologetically healthy make sense. We got to make this need to be right, to be intellectually, perfect and on point. We got to make it make sense. So I'm just going to use my life through storytelling to show how I made it make sense. And hopefully it'll be an inspiration for others.
Oh, it will.
Very good.
You know how you get on down, man. Woo! Mama Ella.
Hold up. I got to ask Mama Ella. I got to zero in. Mama Ella, how are you, young lady?
I can't complain. Thank you for asking. Over here mothering, homeschooling, getting my businesses together, doing everything underneath the sun.
Now, what are you going to be talking about
doing
on
stuff
Saturday?
that superpower women do.
Yeah. And what are you going to be talking about on Saturday?
Well, King Simon informed me that it will be a free-flowing topic in a sense, or discussion.
Yeah.
So me as a Pisces, we just go with the flow.
That's right.
Go ahead, go.
Everybody asks where Abundance Child Restaurant is. Delaware
Province.
That's right. Go ahead.
Yes.
I'm going to set it up like an interview setting, and then I'm going to let them go ahead and do their thing after I talk to them briefly. So that's how we're going to roll. That's how I'm going to, because remember, I'm a promoter, so I'm going to promote them like I'm doing. Like I always do. So this is really my, like I said before, this is not the celebration. This is the last of the generation of this celebration. I'm not doing this anymore. So
and we're all coming to support you.
Other things that come out. So we just want to make sure everybody is on point.
Can somebody, if they can't physically attend because they live in another state or part of the country, can they get into a live stream?
Yes, it will be live streamed. It will be live streamed on. They got to go to my link tree, and they can pay for the live stream right there.
Can you put that in the link? Can you put that in the link? So
yeah.
Can get it, please.
I'll put the link tree back in there again. Okay. The link tree is back in there. You can go to get your tickets for live stream and also the
thank you.
The tickets to the venue. And again, if you show that flyer again, Brother Lloyd.
Hold on. Let me get to it.
Yeah. People can take a snapshot of the flyer and bring it to the door. You get a discount at the door. Off the door price. The early bird tickets are $33 through Linktree and all of that. But if you come to the door price is gonna be like $44, $10 more, $44. I'll give you a discount off of the $44 at the door. So you might pay just $40 at the door. So come on up, $4 off. That's it. $4.
And Blue Pillar's gonna be in the house too.
Yeah, I did send it to him to come on, but Blue Pillar, he might not be able to come on. His birthday is coming on Friday, so he
know. Yeah, on the 14th. Him and his brother.
Him and his twins are going on the 14th.
Now, I would just like to tell or share with people the benefits of the sound bowls, what they would be experiencing, stress and anxiety reduction, improved mood and emotional balance, enhanced mental clarity and focus, a better sleep, physical and cellular effects, emotional release, and an increased creativity. And I'll be giving out handouts as well to give the full details of what that enhances. Because a lot of people are jumping on the sound bowl vibration these days. So they know what is what,
Yes.
And that's what I wanted to share.
No, that's a good thing, man, because we know a lot of people are coming through. A lot of people are just gonna pass through some surprises. Black Dot was supposed to come on, but Black Dot is filming his own. He's filming a show for his son right now, so he cannot come on. But I wanted Black Dot to pass through, but he's definitely coming through one of those days. I think he's coming on Saturday also. You know,
Well,
so
what I wanted to do was ask Mama Ella about what has led you down this path that you do what you do now.
Well, it's in the blood for me. You know, I come from a bloodline of readers, psychics, um, you know, dream interpreters and things of that nature. And regarding and that's on the psychic side. You know, I'm from my mom's Haitian and my father's from the Congo. But on
Mm.
my Haitian side, even with my mom, you know, she's very in tune. You know, she predicts many things. My mother, although she is a Libra, a lot of her messages comes to her in her dreams, and that is a form of psychic abilities. You know, if you know that or not. And so what I do now, I'm just coming public and providing services, whereas like in my family, most of the people in my family do not read people publicly. I do. And so, you know, it's not what led me to it. I was kind of in a sense
It's
born
a
into
legacy. It's a
it.
family
Right.
legacy, really.
Right. It's the legacy. And then too, like you know, I was influenced like the Dr. Sabi and the getting my certificate with Dr. Africa. I was surrounded by people that was changing their diets. And when I changed my diet and became a vegan or whatnot, that led me to, oh, let me study with Dr. Africa. Let me look into Dr. Sabi, because I came across Dr. Africa before I came across Sabi. As a matter of fact, the person who led me to Sabi, I met her in Dr. Africa class. We was taking it at the same time. And so now, even like next year, my spirit is telling me that I used to teach most of the materials in Dr. Africa class, but I stopped. But my spirit is telling me, listen, you need to remodel or remake some of Dr. Africa's material based on your knowledge and continue that legacy, because it's important. We have a lot of children that, you know, suffer from dietary illnesses, and, you know, even adults that trying to get on the right path but don't know how to get on the right path. You know what I mean? Like some people, not some people, but most of us are addicted to foods. We're rather is vegan food or junk food. For the most part, we run to food. And so, like, having a balance and just understanding or understanding the importance and how to like mix certain grains and food is important. And so those are some of the things that we was taught. And this is just basic. You know what I'm saying? Like mixing food and knowing what goes with what. That's chemistry. That's science. I'm a science major. I done put my you know, certificates and diplomas up. I posted that. I'm a science major, chemistry, science, nature, and spirituality. That's what I'm about. Been about. And so,
Well,
like, understanding just the basics of science and food will get us back into optimum health. You
well,
know, and that's how I got into it, by just being around people that was changing their lifestyle on a health tip, but the
that's
spiritual
great,
tip.
Mama Ella.
Yeah.
I need to ask Abundance Child, since she is going to actually be preparing food. How did you get into this in the first place? What started that led you on this mission to do what you do, Abundance Child?
She's on mute.
Oh, ho. Thank you. Okay, feel free to speak.
Just being the first daughter, the first auntie, you know, the first sister in my family. All the women in my family cook. My great grandmother's name is Mama Ella, by the way.
Interesting.
Oh.
Interesting.
We're also my maternal lineage is Haitian, Benin. My father's lineage is Ghana. So, but we
Similar
also
to Mama
have
Ella. Interesting.
Right.
yeah, I ever since I heard Mama Ella, I was like, wow, that's deep. But yeah, food has always been the heart of our family, the heart of the kitchen. Big Mama energy, that's me. That's actually, my main Orisha is Big Mama energy, Nana Baruku. So I was just around my mom and my grandmom. And when I went away to college and became vegan, and shortly thereafter I had my oldest daughter, I was like, I want her to eat this way. I want her to be unapologetically healthy by any means necessary. So I started creating, because back then there was only like Morningstar Farm and Boca Burgers. There wasn't a lot of vegan options. So I was like, I can make my own thing. Then by destiny, I was laid off from where I was working at Career Team. King Simon, you came down there and visited me.
Yes.
I was at the end of Abundance Child Live, and during that time, I was having all types of people like Ra Aku, Dr. Delbert Blair were a part of the network, and I had my own show called Drop Squad Kitchen, and I kept telling the people I was going to make Drop Squad Kitchen real. And so destiny happened where I was laid off, and my mom was like, why you keep going up to King Simon lectures, selling all the way up there to people in New York when you have a place where you can sell stuff right here? So I started selling smoothies and kale salads and teaching kitchen chemistry classes on Groupon, which blew up. And then next thing you know, we had a 300% increase over what my mother was doing at Molly's, and it was history ever since. Drop Squad Kitchen, unapologetically healthy, and that's where we're at right now.
Abundance, tell them about your conversation with Dr. Sabi.
I met Dr. Sabi via Carlene like in 1994, and then around 2009, right after we did the show,
right,
he was promoting myself and Sister Beverly, and he was like, listen, I have $1 million idea for you. He was like, your food is so good, your understanding of the food is so good, your heart, I just like you. And he used to get upset because I didn't know he was going to be gone, He used to get upset, like, why you didn't call me? You know what I mean? So he was like, I just listened to him. He told me that it was $1 million industry. And I would say within the first 4 or 5 years, that's when we grossed $1 million at Drop Squad Kitchen. So I just did what he told me to do. He told me, Sister Bev, that we had gifts. And this is the new thing. This is the most revolutionary thing that we can do for our people. I felt like it was also the most spiritual thing that we could do for our people. So I did it.
Yeah, that must have been a good feeling. Hey, Simon, isn't Dr. Sabi's birthday November 26th?
That's correct.
Yes.
The day after Thanksgiving.
That's correct.
The day before Thanksgiving.
Lloyd, can I share screen real quick?
Yes, please do.
I want to show some people the promotions over the years. Can you see it?
Not yet.
We gotta put
I see it right here.
Oh
yeah, let's go into it.
Yay!
Let's go into it. Let's see that. Look at that one there.
Yeah.
Look at that one there. Look at that one there. Look at that one there. That's what Stop Playing was doing. They did.
Yeah.
Look at that. Siddiqui Bakari. We had Queen of Four. This is all the promotions that I did.
Yep.
Paul Mooney. All of that. The book signing.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Wow,
Black
that was
Dot,
2012. Wow, that's interesting.
That was at SOB, sir.
Yeah.
With Nairobi, right?
With Nairobi and Black Dot. Exactly. This is what I got a lot of pictures. I got everybody here that's on there. Y'all are all in this. I just got thousands of pictures on my Facebook right now. The books with Sonetta, of course, Mama, everybody. So this is a whole thing going on my if y'all want to go to my Facebook, y'all will definitely find it on King Simon. Every little thing that I was doing. Delbert Blair, of course, the late great Delbert Blair, Red Pill, Master Duncan, Lloyd by himself, of course, Kaba, everybody, Abundance Child, A-Time, everybody
I
on this
all
side.
those things, Simon.
I
forgot about all those things, buddy.
Yeah, we did it. Polite was there. All of this stuff we did.
King Simon, I also archived it on Stop Playing backup site.
That's right.
I have it on our WordPress. The WordPress is still up. Stopplaying.wordpress.com.
Oh, you got all of it? You got all of it?
You know me. Yes. Come on, Pisces archivist.
we had Richard King, man. Yeah, Richard King and Dr. before he passed on.
Yep.
We Dr. Africa, of course. Everybody. So
the pork on your fork is destroying your temple.
I know exactly. You remember that?
Yeah.
Nit Yama. We had all these people. We had a whole lot of people, man. Look at Claude Anderson, Bob Law.
Yep.
Dr. McCabe Judge, all of them people. We was doing a lot of work.
Yes.
A lot of work. As Azil and Majade and Sister Mariah.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. We were doing Dick Gregory.
Yep.
Oh man, we did a lot. Phil, of course, when we brought Phil and Queen of Four together. When we brought Phil and Queen of Four back together after 25 years.
That was amazing. Yeah.
That was an amazing presentation. Oh man, we of course. This when Joshua first opened up for Professor James Smalls. So
wow,
24 and Polite back in the day.
Yep.
All of this.
They
man.
both was there for me too, for the Girls Society and my
yeah.
Matter of fact, I have the picture of that in my book. I have the picture of that in my book, my dear. It's in the book. Throw me up in the front, Lloyd. This is my.
yeah.
I got that in my book with Queen of Four, Dr. Sabi's wife, and Abundance Child and myself, right there at Nicholas Brooklyn, downtown when it was downtown Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, bro, we did it. Man, I'm gonna stop there.
I did a lecture with Dr. Sabi's wife, I think, at one time in Brooklyn.
Yes, you did. You opened up. I have
Let me say this. The time is going. So what I want to do is I'm going to focus on everybody individually, especially Abundance Child. Where'd she go? Mama Ella.
I'm right here.
How can people get? Let's start with Mama Ella first. Mama Ella, how can people get in touch with you, dear?
She's on mute. You're on mute.
She is?
Yeah, she's on
All
mute.
right, I got it. You can contact me via Instagram, which is on the bottom of the screen. I will be going live at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my platform.
Yes.
On my YouTube platform, which is Ella Samory. So it's ELLASAMORY. For the most part, like every Mondays and Wednesdays, I go live and do mini readings for people per donation. So if you are interested in receiving a mini reading, you can join tonight's live at Ella Samory on my YouTube platform.
And what time is that?
Ella Samory, ELLA.
No, what time though? You said tonight. What time?
9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come join me. So you can reach me there, and like I said, my Instagram, which is your_majesty13. Those are two good ways to contact me.
Okay, Mama Ella, thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you. Okay.
Absolutely. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mama.
Creator bless.
Creator bless.
Sure.
Abundance Child, your turn. How can people get in touch with you other than knocking down the door to come and get your food on Saturday and Sunday?
AbundanceChild.com, DropSquadKitchen.com. I'm Abundance Child and Drop Squad Kitchen on every single social media platform.
Have you thought about teaching women or young ladies about, even though they might live in another part of the country and everything like that? Because the rumor is nowadays the younger women don't know how to cook. They know how to eat at restaurants, but they don't know how to cook.
We have to be careful about rumors and what the narratives that people have for us, because I really don't know anybody in my circle where that's true. And I do something called Mommy Sundays. So I'm actually out here in the community doing rituals, and that's under my brand called Order Mother Earth, which, you know, King Simon can tell you more about. I have a Rites of Passage program for women 21 and over, and a Rites of Passage program for 21 and under called the Girls Society. And then I also have something that I do for people within their own families called Daughters of the Flow. Like, I'm the oldest daughter. My mom was the oldest daughter. My daughter was the first daughter and the oldest daughter. So we kind of have our own trifecta and our own coven. It's very powerful. So on Sundays, we bring women together with the food, the catering, the showing them how to make the food, the showing them how to use the things that are in their kitchen to heal themselves, whether it's for yoni steams, whether it's for doing massages for yourself and your family. But our powerful trifecta of myself and my mom and my daughter, us three hold hands and put anybody in the center and heal them of anything with my Obara power of the mouth. You know, the lineage like Mama Ella has of the women in our family that are dreamers. So I teach all of these things. You just got to be a member. DropSquadKitchen.com.
So you go to AbundanceChild.com for that?
DropSquadKitchen.com and AbundanceChild.com.
Hold it. What's the first one? DropSquadKitchen.com. Okay, good.
When you scroll down to the bottom, it'll show you the mothership. And the mothership is my members only community. I only do business with people who are families. So that means you got to be a member. AbundanceChild.com, it's the same thing. You can have access to the mothership. I have my ancestral readings that I do, how you can participate in Mommy Sundays, where you can get my cooking classes. But I don't do anything. I do everything privately for our family, which is public. I don't do anything public facing anymore.
That's interesting. Abundance Child, thank you very, very much. I look forward to seeing you this weekend.
Thank you. Same here.
Thank you, Abundance. Thank you.
Yes.
Excuse me, Kapunya.
Yes. You could get me, you can find me on Instagram, Kafunya Star Rebel, or KafunyaIfe@gmail.com.
Repeat that again, please.
Yes. On Instagram, you can find me Kafunya, Kufunya, Kafunya Star, STAR Rebel on Instagram, and on Facebook, Kafunya Ife, and my email is kafunyaife@gmail.com.
Okay, and saving the best for last, which is take time. I'll see you Sunday.
Thank you, Kafunya. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank all of them. Family, just thank y'all very much. This has been a journey for me. And like I said before, I will never say that it wasn't hard, but I did love what I did. I love what I've done for the first generation for 30 years and more. Again, I started at 12, so it's really going into 40 something years. It's been a generation. Most of my children are now grown. It's been tiring, but I still love seeing people enjoy themselves. I'll be honest with everybody that I'm tired, but I definitely want to see people enjoy themselves. And it's like, to me, it's like a rodeo ride, man. And sometimes you gotta do your last rodeo and just do something different, reinvent yourself. I'm reinventing myself numerous times. I've lived the life of 10 men. I've done certain things since I was young, and it was just a majority of things, especially in the entertainment, especially in the world. And I didn't do it for the money. I did it because I love. And
well, when you love something, Simon, and by the way, when you showed it, this is the cover of the book you were showing.
Yes.
No promotion is bad promotion.
No promotion is bad promotion.
And this is the one that I wanted. If I ever had a title, numbers are simple, people are complicated. Simon, you never lied. You never lied.
Yeah,
and I often told him to his face, boy, if I had to get a title, I'd use that one. Okay.
Yes, especially.
And then also the beautiful part is you created a children's health book too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. And
but one of your monumental books is this one here, and I'm blessed to have collect all of your books.
This one, family, this is like a love letter, man, because two of my friends unalived themselves and took themselves off this planet, and that's when I wrote it. And that particular picture on the front, Lloyd, the story is I almost died that night before because I felt I got poisoned in Arizona. That picture, that picture right there, and I was exhausted. That's why I put the cover. I said I gotta take this picture. I put the towel, the hotel towel over my head, and I set up the count on my camera for 10 seconds, and I was exhausted all night because I thought, and I'm glad Jerry Miller gave me a spiritual bath to take, as far as he gave me the herbs to put in the spiritual bath. And my spirit said to lie down on my stomach because I was choking and all kinds of stuff while I was standing, and I was trying to do all the little things to get whatever was out of my system. And then when I lied down that night, I expelled it out of my mouth, whatever, because I seen the whole front of my bed wet after I was in a hotel at Flagstaff, Arizona. I never forget because I was going to Sedona. So that picture on that book was definitely a near-death situation going on. And
well, let me tell you this,
yes.
Simon, thank you so much. And for those, please don't forget, take a screenshot.
Yes.
Bring it to Nicholas Brooklyn at 1396 Fulton Street, and you will get a discount to get in.
At the door.
It's going to be a wonderful celebration of a man. I when you say 10 men, what part I know, I believe it. I believe it. Nothing personal, okay? Nothing personal. I believe it. You got to tell me twice, okay?
Appreciate you.
And let me tell you this to your face too, Simon. You've done a hell of a lot for me. More than you can ever imagine. And I will tell you to your face.
Thank you.
I can't thank you enough, brother.
I put the link tree in the chat too, man. Yes, sir. I put the link tree in the chat if people want to go and get the live stream or pay for the live stream. It's only $20 for the live stream, $33 for the it's in the chat.
It's just here at the bottom.
That's it right there. Linktree/King Simon Enuma. If you can't make it to town, live stream. It's only $20 through Linktree. You'll see it right there, the 30th.
Yeah, so take a screenshot for those of you who we'll do that. All right.
It's gonna be a tearjerker this weekend. I'm telling you, because it's gonna be a lot of friends passing through from my different parts of my life. I think some people from the reggae part of the life is gonna come through. A lot of different people. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
Well, I ain't gonna put all your business out there, Simon. I'm just going.
Some of the people from all those parties coming through. So former strippers are coming through. They want to see me. So I'm like, whatever. They all into consciousness now. They all nurses and all kinds of things now. So big up to them, man. I'm proud of their journey. I'm proud they got out of it, and now they're doing nursing and teaching and all that kind of stuff. So I'm so proud.
I love you very much, Simon. You are the absolute best. You are definitely my brother. There is no question. I say,
brother. I say, brother. Thank you, brother.
That's it.
Listen,
have a great evening. Thank you very, very much. To wish your mom. I said hi, and I'm gonna now the thing is working. So I'm gonna, while it's working, let me do this and respond to everybody. Simon, I will talk to you later. In fact, I'm going to still leave this on where people can please, and don't forget, this is the event. Okay. But let me take this off a second.
Blue Pill in Abundance will be the keynote. Yeah.
Just take a screenshot. Come out Sunday. It's Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be an amazing event. That's all I can tell you. It's going to be an amazing event. All right.
Thank you.
So Simon, thank you so much, buddy. And you have a blessed day.
You too, my brother.
And I do want to let you know that today's shows have been brought to you by Recept. It is an AI service for those that acts as a secretary. When you are there, you get a discount. Also, Melinda Valentine's Numeralytics.net. That is her new site to visit. Also, make sure you purchase her book for this water period of Scorpio from Amazon. Also, another Amazon publication also is Uchenna Hackett. He was on Big E Astrology yesterday. Brilliant brother. The book is not only available now in ebook, but it's also edition in, I think, softcover, hardcover. So make sure you go to Amazon to pick up your copy. To Nicholas Brooklyn, where all the things are going to be happening this weekend, starting with this, on Friday. And of course, on Saturday and Sunday, it will be King Simon and his guests. But that's at 1396 Fulton Street. They've been celebrating over 50 years. And also, Manifest on Purpose with Ms. Kimberly. All you got to do is just go to Amazon, get her book, The Business of Numerology, write a review, take a screenshot, send it to her and the name of your business and date of incorporation, and she will do it. But if you want to get the book on ebook, she does have a companion book that will go with that. Also, Jazz Aphrodite's Knocking on the Inside is an audio book. For those of you, we're not quite at the midway point of November, but for a free newsletter, just go to lloyd-strayhorn.com, sign on for the newsletter, or you can go to linktree/numbersinYou to sign up for the free monthly newsletter. It is free. For those that want to hear the audio version, this will make the 23rd consecutive month that Ms. Kimberly and I have put out the monthly forecast, and which is why the newsletter has grown the way it has. So I thank everybody. And by the way, for those who have picked up my app, it is a star 8. I'm very proud of it. It is about mastering yourself. And what you do is you can either go to Android or go to the Apple Store and purchase it and download it. So everybody, I do want to thank you. And everything is working out fine. Monday and Wednesday, I'm having a young lady. She's written a book on soul. And then I'm having the mother and daughter team that was talking about sugar. Well, they're going to have some hacks that they're going to share next Wednesday. So that's going to be good. So everybody, I do want to wish you well. For some reason, I'm able now to get the music. At least this beats looking at a blank screen. So everybody, I do want to thank you very much. All have a great, great weekend. Take good care of yourselves.